ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، هو الحي هو القيوم يحيي ويميت، عالم الغيب والشهادة، هو الرحمن الرحيم، هو رب العرش العظيم. وأشهد أن نبينا وحبيبنا ورسولنا وقائدنا ومرشدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في الأولين والآخرين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في كل آن وفي كل حين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في الملأ الأعلى إلى يوم الدين، آمين. وارض اللهم عن الأربعة الخلفاء الأئمة الحنفاء أبو بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي، وعلى تابعيهم ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين، آمين. عباد الله، أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله. فمن يتق الله يجعل له مخرجا ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب، ومن يتوكل على الله فهو حسبه. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم أولئك هم الفاسقون. Respected brothers and elders in Islam, inshallah, the few minutes that we have here today, we will share what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us to do in the Quran and what the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told us to do, which is to follow the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. No more or no less. We all live and die by Qala Allah wa Qala Rasulullah. Anything outside those two guidelines is going to lead us to misguidance, and it's going to lead us to divisions. And the subject of the khutbah today is about divisions and unity. Unity, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran Kareem, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Hold on tight, all of you Muslims, to the robe of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and don't be divided. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not send a robe from the sky for you and I to hold on to it, no. But the robe that we have is much stronger than that man-made robe. The robe we have is the Quran Kareem. And when he says, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ, mean this Quran, all of you, no matter what nationality you are, go back to it and hold on to it. Why? Once you don't go there, divisions happen. And you see it. But then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also tells us, إِنَّمَا هَذِهِ أُمَّتُكُمْ أُمَّةٌ وَاحِدَةٌ وَأَنَا رَبُّكُمْ فَاعْبُدُونِ. This ummah, the Muslim ummah, is one ummah. And I am your true Rabb. And all I ask from you is ibadah. That's all. It's being written and we follow it. We do not go outside these guidelines. But what happened is we became divided. We became, above all, instead of saying Muslims, we became nationalized. Nationality. Where the first question comes to me from anyone that I met throughout the world, not just in America, where did you come from? Is that relevant? Where did I come from? No. When I tell them I am Muslim, oh, we know you're Muslim. And then I remind them from Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. He says there's a better way on this world, where you give da'wah for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But after you give the da'wah, you follow it with a good deed. And what do you say? You are a proud man. You say, Innani min al-Muslimin. I am a Muslim. That is a ni'mah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Islam is a beautiful thing to do if you take it to heart. If you apply Islam to your heart and apply it to your life, and you live your life as a Muslim, you will never have any stress in your life. But if you want to live your life as an American Muslim in America, now the door's open for stress. Can I want everyone here, please, take a look at your cell phone. You don't need it for the next few minutes. You could do without it. Because every time it goes off, it takes away my train of thought, number one, and it disturbs everyone around here. So please make sure that your cell phone is off. Then the Prophet ﷺ, he talks about unity. One day he had the companions around him. And he ordered a few of them to go out to the woods and gather some wood. And they did. He says, okay, make this wood into one bundle and tie it up. And they did. He says, I dare the strongest amongst you to break this bundle into halves. None of them could do it. He says, okay, take it apart. And now you can break it. And they did. He says, وَأَنْتُمْ كَذَلِكَ. You, just like this bundle of wood, if you stick together, no one will ever defeat you. But the minute you get divided, you will be defeated. Look at the Muslim world today. It's so divided and not so united. We as Muslims agree to disagree. Yes, we do agree to disagree. I'll give you a simple example of just a week ago, where everyone from all over the world went to make Hajj. Arafah is one mountain. Arafah is the 9th day of the Hajj. There's no mountain in Pakistan called Arafah. There's no mountain in Egypt called Arafah. There's no mountain in Africa called Arafah. It is one mountain. And the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, he said, Al-Hajj Arafah. Hajj cannot be accomplished unless you stand on Arafah. Here we are in America. Do you know how many people from different nationalities, but they are all Muslims? They will not recognize Eid on a Tuesday. They wait until Wednesday. And my question to them, are you rejecting your brothers that went to make Hajj in Saudi Arabia and you tell them that their Hajj is invalid because you don't recognize that day? And the reason for that is very simple. They say, why should we follow Saudi Arabia? I said, it's not the government. It's not the government that we follow. We follow the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And they determine the days according to the calendar, to the best of their knowledge. So, that's where the division starts. Prophet ﷺ in his lifetime, he said, and remember, Quran says, مَا يَنْطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ عَلَّمَهُ شَدِيدُ الْقُوَىٰ. He says, after I'm gone, Islam after me will be bid'un wa sab'una shu'bah. Meaning Islam will be 70 plus divisions. Did not say Muslims, he said Islam. Islam is one, but he can see that. Why is it that way? Because of Muslims. Islam will never change at all. But Muslims over generations, we became entrenched in the idea of ideology, where we will say, I will only follow Imam such and such. I am from madhab such and such. And we forget that the first Imam and the best Imam and the one that told us to follow was the Prophet ﷺ. He did not say follow Imam so-and-so. Don't understand naming Imams. They're all very, very intelligent people. They're all very qualified people. They're on top of my head. And I respect every single Imam with the knowledge that came to this earth that we share today. But their followers are the one that divided Islam. The followers. And that's why I say Islam will never change. Muslims do change. When I finish a khutbah sometimes, I'm going out there and a young man will be waiting for me. And he says, Imam, where did you come from? That question really, really bothers me. It's not important, brothers. We are all brothers. Look at us today, alhamdulillah. We pray right next to each other. Every single one of you, look at you. Different faces, different color of skin, different nationalities. But we came here under one kalima. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. Did we, after all these years, that we pray next to each other, sometimes on a daily basis, not only on Friday, reach out to the person next to you and offer your salam to him, say assalamu alaikum after the salam? We don't. We really don't. Where we do it, if you look to your right and you recognize the person, he's from your country, he's from your neighborhood. Oh, assalamu alaikum. All of a sudden we ignore each other. We're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to love and care about each other. Islam is about caring and it's about sharing. Correct me if I'm wrong. When the salah is finished, we will disperse out there. You will find the African brothers, they stick together and they start chatting with each other. You'll find the Pakistani brothers, they will stick together and start chatting with each other. You will find the Arab brothers do the same thing. Do we really interact with each other? No, we don't. When was the last time any of you, most of you are good, but I know, when was the last time any of you invited a Muslim brother for lunch upstairs or a lunch at home? That because you only met him in the masjid and you said, let's go share a meal together. No! We only invite the people that's from our own background. They're from your country, yes, let's bring them to our house. But that poor person that's in need of a meal, that's not from your country, you ignore him. And if he asks you for help, you will turn your back on him. That's not what Islam is all about. Islam is about unity. Islam is about love. And this is what we have to focus on. We, as Muslims, failed to follow the Sunnah. We failed to follow the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran Kareem, وَإِن تَنَازَعْتُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ فَرُدُّوهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. If you have any differences in your life, any disagreement, go back and research it with Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Where do we go to Allah? To His book, Quran. Messenger is not with us, but He left us a Sunnah. And we have to go there and find the answer in there. And instead of starting guessing and arguing and asking questions and many more questions, and when somebody comes to the Imam and says, Imam, I have a question to ask. And believe me, the answer will be there. Sometimes it's not there because maybe the Imam doesn't have the answer. But if he gives him an answer, he will insist on another question. He started, can I have one question?
the question led to another, where the Prophet ﷺ said, the people before you were destroyed because from questioning their prophets so much time. They kept questioning the prophets. I don't question what the Prophet ﷺ left for me. Somebody tells me to give a hadith from Sahih Bukhari or Muslim or any Sahih, authentic hadith. If I have the knowledge of it, I will give it to them. None of us know every hadith. But you'll find out amongst us somebody that has maybe knows one hadith, 2 hadith, 10 hadith, and all of a sudden they become a alim. I know everything. Nobody knows everything. Nobody's perfect, including me. Okay? I do make mistakes. I'm a human being. Where the Prophet ﷺ is not any, we are not any better than him. Where he said, "Qul innama ana basharun mithlukum." I am a human being just like you are. Difference is, yuha ilayhi. I receive the revelation. You don't. But we're humans. And we do make mistakes. But we have to correct those mistakes. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لكم. استغفر الله. عباد الله إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. Brothers, if you don't mind, there's plenty of room out here. Please, and I say please for the 3rd time, move forward and fill the gaps to give room for the brothers that's coming in. Jazakumullah khair. Prophet ﷺ tells us, he says, أكثروا من الصلاة علي يوم الجمعة فإن صلاتكم تعرض علي. أكثروا من الصلاة علي يوم الجمعة فإن صلاتكم تعرض علي. Meaning, please make more salutation on my behalf for me, the Prophet himself. Why? Because on that day, everyone that says Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, it will reach him automatically. But we even fail to do that. We finish the salah, the first thing that we do, including me, what we do, we look at our cell phones. How many calls did we miss? Who called us? It became so important that evil device that we carry, we put it above all. It shouldn't be that way. Allah is above all. And we serve him wholeheartedly with dedication. Full dedication. Not just to show off. No, it's Friday, let me go pray. No. You do it with the whole full heart. You answer the call. No one forced any of us to come inside this masjid. We came on our own. So we have to be 100% with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as long as we're here inside, and when we leave, always continue and have the connection continue with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Talk about unity. And people say us against them. Who's against them? Muslims against non-Muslims. Okay? Look how far non-Muslims came into unity. Many years ago, where unity started in Islam, but Muslims moved away from it. What do we have? Started with NATO, the North American Treaty Organization, where Europe and everyone in North America came and together and composed a unity government where if one government is attacked, the other one will go and help her out. That wasn't enough. Now they started the Euro, where all countries from Europe came together and called it the European Union. Do we have that amongst us Muslims? We don't. We envy each other, we kill each other, but we are not united. If somebody wants to come and say, let's form a coalition together, oh, no, no, no. We're not going to make him a president because he's from that country. We don't care about each other. We care about the chair and who's sitting in that chair. And that chair is the destruction of the unity of the Muslim Ummah worldwide. Because everyone wanted that chair. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran al-Kareem, if two groups of Muslims iqtatala, meaning they start fighting with each other, He gives us the answer. He says, فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَهُمَا. Try and make things work out between both of them. He did not say go fight with him. He did not say go kill him. He says, أَصْلِحُوا. Start with making peace. Look at the Muslim countries today. I feel so bad and I feel so hurt when I see TV images of destructions in Syria. Children dying, women dying, people were displaced. And the man in power is still sitting there and he doesn't care about his own people. And no one is saying, hey, look, step down. You're doing the wrong thing. No, no one would dare to do that. Then we have our brothers in Yemen. Look what happened. 2 days ago, I cried. I really did. Somebody sent me a message, and it was confirmed. That school children, 51 of them were on a bus going to school. And they were bombed out from the sky by Saudi Arabia. What is the fault of those innocent children? That they are going out there to seek education. And then we kill them. Generations are growing now without any education. They don't go to school. So we're killing ourselves slowly but surely. Unity in Islam is a beautiful thing. If we take lessons from the non-Muslims, and you see how they succeeded in their unity, where actually they took it from us. When Muslims were united, way back then, they were the strongest power on earth. We ruled the West, and we ruled the East. North and South was under our domain. Why? We cared about each other, and we listened to one person, the leader. If the leader said do it, we did it. Why? The leader followed the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. He did not make that his decision based on his own knowledge. No. He followed the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. He followed the Quran. What Quran tells us what to do. Unless we wake up and forget about our differences and we go back to the roots that we are above all Muslims. I don't care where you come from. You're my brother. I call you a brother, but do I treat you like a brother? If I don't, then I'm wrong. Why should I even call you a brother? I'm fooling myself first before I fool you. Prophet ﷺ said it best. He says, لَن تَدْخُلُوا الْجَنَّةَ حَتَّى تُؤْمِنُوا وَلَن تُؤْمِنُوا حَتَّى تَتَحَابُوا ألا أدلكم على شيء إن فعلتموه تحاببتم قالوا بلى يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. He said, قال لهم افشوا السلام بينكم افشوا السلام بينكم. Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم said to the people who was on us, you and I and everyone that's coming and left us, he says, you will never enter Jannah till you have Iman in your heart. We're Muslims, we're not mu'min. Some of us are mu'min, but most of us, we did not get to the level of Iman. So he says, we're not going to enter Jannah till you have Iman in your heart. But what is lead you to Iman? He says, if you love each other, that means you become a mu'min. Just loving each other. That's not much. So he says, can I tell you about something? If you do it, you will love each other? And they said, yes. He says, say assalamu alaikum to each other. He didn't ask for much.
Every one of us can say Assalamu alaikum to the person sitting next to him. Every one of us can say Assalamu alaikum when he sees a Muslim out there. But we fail to do that. When I leave here, respect has gone out the window for where it says respect your elders. I'm leaving at the door, and the young ones are pushing me out of the way because they want to get out ahead of me. Instead of saying, and I'm not talking about myself only, I see it among other older people that pray with us. We don't give them the respect where we say, sir, go ahead. No, we stop caring. We stop caring. In order for us to go back and be united, we have to care and we have to love each other. Okay? اللهم اجعلني وإياك من الذين يستمعون القول ويتبعون اللهم تقبل منا دعاءنا اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا اللهم كفر عنا سيئاتنا اللهم ارحم موتانا واشف مرضانا واختم بالصالحات اعمالنا اللهم تقبل توبتنا واستر عورتنا وامن روعتنا وتوفنا وانت راض عنا اللهم اغفر لابائنا وامهاتنا واجدادنا اللهم اغفر لاخواننا واخواتنا وابنائنا وبناتنا وزوجاتنا اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات اللهم اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده تفرقا معصوما اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وارفع كلمة الحق والدين اللهم ألف بين قلوب المسلمين اللهم ألف بين قلوب المسلمين اللهم وحد صفوف المسلمين اللهم وحد صفوف المسلمين اللهم حرر المسجد الأقصى في فلسطين اللهم حرر المسجد الأقصى في فلسطين اللهم اهلك الحكام الظالمين واعطنا بدلهم منهم حكاما صالحين يا رب العالمين عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون اذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. أقم الصلاة. Please move forward, stand up and move.